The Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge may contain words or subject matter not suitable for all members of our listening audience. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, this is Christopher Walken, and today is the best of the Dean Blundell Show. Your grandfather wanted you to have the best of today, so your grandfather carried this show in the only place it would fit, in his ass, for 25 years. It smells like shit. So here it is, the best of the Dean Blundell Show.
102.1 The Edge.
Leafs played their home opener, a little bit of a heartbreaker. They appeared to tie it up 2-2 in the last minute or so, and they pulled the goalie, and the ref screwed it up, even though Ryan Miller said, yeah, it was a good goal. That I think it was Tyler Bozak almost scored with his hand. Bummer. We lose 2-1. Made news around the world, though, Derek.
Yeah, actually, it is a kind of an international event, and so we thought we'd put our international reporter, Jonathan Rundle, on the story. And there's one thing for certain. He knows a lot about international events, but he doesn't know very much about hockey.
Dean, it's a cold, windy morning here at Maple Leaf Square where I'm standing, the ACC behind me. As the eastern sun climbs towards its apex, it reveals swirling eddies of hot dog wrappers and beer cups, a bleak and yet poignant reminder of a skirmish that happened behind these doors last night, the first of its kind in over 9 months. Upon news that a raiding party from Buffalo, armed with sabers, had arrived on Toronto's shores, with much fanfare, the Blue and White Warriors and their Leaf Nation confronted the hostile Buffalonians in the old city at Fronton Bay, and just after 7 p.m. local time, shots were fired. Much to the chagrin of all present, the Maple Leafs' plan of attack was no match for the Sabre team. And despite a late surge by the home team, the warring party from Buffalo, led by a simple Miller, won the day. A crushing defeat for the Leafs and their nation. But Dean, as the sun rises behind me, so too does renewed optimism for the season. The Leafs hope to get back on track as they battle some Penguins Wednesday and some Islanders on Thursday. Important skirmishes in a war they hope will continue until June. Jonathan Rundle, Dean Blundell Show.
The Dean Blundell Show. The best of the Dean Blundell Show on The Edge.
Go back to Brazil for this next story. Another girl is now selling her virginity online.
A new one.
You know, the one girl with the great body that got like $780,000 from that Japanese guy to have a very good time. Now this one, only $35,000. Her name is Bernardo. Yeah, Rebecca Bernardo. She's 18. I'll play the video in just a second. Says that her mom's very poor and had a stroke, and she needs to make some money, and she figures this is the only way to do it, and she's never... Now, I'm going to play the audio and the video, and the video is kind of interesting, but if you saw her, you know why the first girl got $780,000, and why so far this girl's only got $35,000.
Piers when she pedals around town on her red bicycle. Ever since the Brazilian high school student posted a video on YouTube last month. Rebecca. My name is Rebecca, she says. I'm here to auction off my virginity. She says she was motivated by desperation, but inspired by another Brazilian, Caterina Migliorini, whose offer to sell her virginity through an Australian website got widespread publicity and modeling contracts. We visited Rebecca in her remote farming town to ask why she made the video that set off a firestorm in Sapiaçu and echoed around the country. I made up my mind right after my 18th birthday, she says. That's when my mother suffered a stroke.
Pretty sad stuff.
Yeah.
Mom has a stroke and you got to go sell
you got to do the stroke to help her.
the rights. You got to go sell your rights to some dude to have sex. But in reading the story and watching the video, I can tell you I wouldn't not a dime over $20.
Yeah, I'd probably ask her for some money. Yeah. It would cost her. It wouldn't help her mom at all.
Yeah, I'd be. You know what? That's. I didn't know you looked like this.
No.
Yeah, you need to do your research. And I hope they have razors in Brazil.
The stroke left her bedridden, unable to feed herself or go to the bathroom alone. Rebecca says she tried selling cosmetics and worked as a waitress, but the money just barely covered the salary of a caretaker for her mother. There comes a time when you have to make decisions to get what you want, she says. You have to be strong.
I like her. I like this girl.
Yeah. But still.
I think it's good.
Why not just become a like a hooker?
Call girl.
Yeah.
Well, because you have when you're a hooker, you got to do that all the time. If you sell your virginity, you only have to do it once, right?
Yeah.
Or what people think is once.
I just don't think it's going to end up very lucrative for her.
No, not for her.
Yeah.
No, if you looked at her, you know it ain't.
The video too, she's riding around on this bike, and it's like it's nothing attractive about it.
Nope.
Poor girl.
She looks like John Goodman.
I'd rather do him.
You know what? It'd be like me selling like an hour of sex to people. I guarantee you, not only would I not get a bid, but if I did, it would be below $1.
You do all right. You do far better than her.
You think so?
Dude, have you seen her profile?
Oh, it's gross. Gross. Says she likes feeding her
paused
mom.
at a really bad point.
Yeah, it's not good. She's got a bit of a pie face, and she's
And the
got
swirlies
mustache,
down the
and
side, yeah.
she looks like Chewbacca.
She needs a Brazilian on her face. Yeah.
Hey, can you get that all the way up here?
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Really, it's just the bad and the ugly. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on The Edge.
Time for your Edge Files. Yesterday, some dude named John tried to sing the national anthem, American and Canadian, in Dunedin at the Jays game. Jays played Minnesota yesterday, got walloped 10-1. That's okay, though, because JP he went yard. He went stick. He went big. Anyway, the guy didn't know either national anthem. It is so funny because he makes it up as he goes for both, then restarts them both.
We're too kind. We are too kind.
He just starts the American national anthem, which he then went on to butcher as well, in singing in the middle infield in front of thousands of people, and then he just stopped because he realized, I don't know any of the words to either of these two songs. He told someone after he volunteered to do it, he forgot to learn both sets of lyrics.
It's a biggie.
It's just so embarrassed. Makes me laugh so hard. Watch people get embarrassed. Hey, police said some guy got shot by his dog while he was driving down a Florida highway. Police spokesperson in the town of Sebring, Florida, where the shooting occurred, said some indications were shooting victim may have made up his dog shoots me story.
Really?
A guy named Greg Lanier, 35-year-old, told police he thought the 9mm Beretta semi-automatic handgun on the floor of his pickup truck was unloaded. It blows my mind people just have guns laying on the floor of their truck. When the black and tan English Bulldog kicked it and caused it to fire, he was hit in the left leg and the bullet wound was patched up at a local hospital. Wasn't serious. It's what he claims. One of the policemen said, we didn't spend a lot of time investigating it. There is a hole through the console and also in his leg. The good part is the dog was safe. Nothing bad happened to the dog. He couldn't be reached for comment Wednesday.
Dog?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was pissing me off. Drive. Hurry up and drive.
Son of my mom.
Yeah. Son of my mom. That was a good one. Yeah. A substance found in Oscar Pistorius' bedroom following the death of his girlfriend, originally said to be steroids, isn't. It's a herbal remedy used to aid muscle recovery. A Pistorius family spokesperson named Lunice Johnson said the substance was a testy compound, which is marketed as a sexual enhancer which improves stamina. Boners, man. He was trying to get big boners.
Oh, I was thinking.
Tablet from the herbal remedy contains 23 ingredients, including pig testicles, pig heart, pig embryo, pig adrenal gland, cortisone, ginseng, and other stuff.
Better work.
Yeah, that's a lot of the pig, isn't it?
Gives him good aim, too.
Yeah. Always take these before I shoot through the bathroom door.
He's like a pogo stick.
Just jumping up and down. This is the best. This is the best. This is the best. Oh, man. That's still such a funny story because he's got no legs. He's got no legs. It's your Edge Files, whatever the hell day it is in March of 2013.
The Edge Files on 102.1 The Edge.
This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on the Edge.
2 months, as a matter of fact, since we heard from this last guest. Usually it's spotty at best, but within 2 months we hear from him. And we were getting worried. He joins us on the phone now. Adrian. What up, dude?
Not much.
Well, I've had lots of emails from people that said that you've been creeping on their girlfriends and stuff on Facebook. Just a couple?
God, you wish.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't wish that.
Yeah, you wish.
That's not.
Anyway. Time to get to some email. You ready, Adrian?
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Jeff says, get this dummy off the radio. What do you have to say to Jeff?
Did you like send that email like 2 years ago?
It's a terrible comeback.
There are other Jeffs.
You're very good normally.
Really? Because I thought it was a good one.
Okay. Own it. Yeah. Here's another one from Jimmy. He says, Dean, ask Adrian how his mom is. I haven't seen her in a while. Thanks, Jim.
I think the question you're really asking is, how is your mom doing?
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Sweet burn.
Yeah, bud.
Sweet burn. Hey, guys, I saw Adrian at Square One a couple of weekends ago. He was creeping out chicks at the coffee shop. Ask him about it.
Are you sure that wasn't your brother or your roommates that creeping on chicks at the coffee shop? Because for all I know, he could look like Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Good one.
Okay.
Or Todd Shapiro on crack.
Yeah, you just took it to the next level.
That sounds fun.
Boom!
Why do I think me on crack would still be a lot more stable?
Yeah, probably. Hey, last month I saw Adrian at a rock and roll show. I just wanted to say he was fairly well behaved until he tried to lick my girl's face. Anyway, I love hearing him on the radio, but if I see him again, I'm going to knock him out.
That's going to happen, yeah.
Thanks, Jess.
Wow. Are you sure you weren't alive when you wrote that? Because it looks to me you've died after you wrote that. Boom! Sounds to me like you must have wrote that email from beyond the grave. At a let's say a Nirvana concert or when I went and see the Doors right before Jim Morrison died. So as far as I know, you must have wrote that back in the 50s. What do you have to say about that, sucker? Boom!
How can people not love this guy?
1950s biatch. Writing. Emails were invented back in those days.
It's like it's a crazy spiral.
I mean, I don't even know when the term email was discovered. Anyway, we only communicate with our mouths back in the old days, typewriters and stuff. You had to write things through a piece of paper and ink with the feathers attached to it. Dipping feathers in ink, like John Hancock back in the 30s. Right before George Washington or Abraham Lincoln died. Yeah, and then before you know it, if the Dean Blundell show existed 50 years ago, I mean, you would have sent me this crap. Do carry your pigeon. Fly. Oh, and back then you wouldn't be calling email. It'd be a message from the villagers. Dear Dean, whatever you were called back in those days. How does I saw thy suspect back at a Mozart concert, and I loved hearing. Well, I mostly just hear good things about it. But if I hear that you tried to lick thy sister, then you suffer severe consequences. To be punished, you will be burned. You will be burned to a crisp in the abyss, like the evil witch you are. Yeah.
He's still on topic. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. So for all I know, you must be those people that might have ran into me at a Mozart concert or a Beethoven concert. Licking thy sister.
What's with licking the sister? I don't.
That's back to the email, man. He's still answering it.
That's right. Yeah, not bad.
Brilliant.
And here comes the best part. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1. Yes, The Edge.
It's on. Good morning. Guess who's back?
Hi, it's Claire.
Claire Bear.
How are you guys?
We're good. Now, folks, if you don't know who Claire is, she used to call from time to time. She was a dishwasher, dog walker, had a boyfriend who was also equally as motivated. She's in her mid-30s, right? Mid-30s?
No, I'm just about to turn 30.
Just about to turn 30.
Yeah, it's August.
Raving alcoholic.
I know. Oh, my gosh. I've been drinking again.
How much?
It's awesome.
Yeah, well, some people are just drinkers.
I know. For all those drinkers, come on, get your drink on.
What are you drinking this morning?
Vodka and Sprite.
Vodka
What a morning
Sprite.
drink. Yeah,
Do they
there
call
we
it
go.
7 and 7 in the States?
Pardon?
Is that what they call it? 7 and
I
7?
think it's 7 and 7.
You don't know, do you?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
You
why
just
would
say, yeah, you could call it anything at this
As long
point.
as it tastes the same.
So, where do you live now? Because you used to live in Oshawa, and then you were in Port Credit or something like that, right?
No, I'm in Port Credit, and on time to time I go to Hamilton, and I've met some really, really great people in Port Credit, and their names are Mark and Oliver, and they are the best.
What do they do? Like,
Why are they the best?
yeah, double team you?
Oh no, they help me get my drink on during the day. So
they go buy booze for you. They have a
They're
car.
enablers.
They have a car, right?
they they do have a car, but I don't drive.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a
I
good
know.
They can
don't.
get you.
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
So, are you still washing dishes or walking
I'm-
dogs? What's the deal?
I'm still walking dogs. Yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh.
How many
And
dogs do you walk now?
Now I'm up to 8. 8 a day.
Imagine
I love
trusting
it.
her with your little pet.
I know.
Who walks your dog? Some drunk chick named Claire.
Oh my gosh.
How many drinks have you had this morning?
This morning, just one.
Just one.
Well, one and
when
a
did you
half.
get up? When did you wake up?
8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
How much do you pour in that one drink?
Well, I try to do a half and half.
Yeah,
It's like 3-4 ounces, probably.
sounds like something we'd drink.
Good drink.
Yeah, sounds like it tastes delicious.
Just not at 8:30 in the morning.
No, maybe on a
Our
Friday
first
or
choice.
something. Yeah. Even on a Thursday night, you can do it on a Thursday.
There you go.
So,
Anytime.
how's your? Are you not? You don't have a boyfriend anymore? How's that going?
Oh, God, no. No. I'm single. And you know what? I'm loving Claire Bear time.
What's Claire Bear time? Have you had sex with other guys?
No.
Okay. Claire Bear time means you're just taking time out for yourself.
Exactly.
Well, let's be fair. You're pretty drunk most of the time. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, I have no time for all this wish-wash people. No.
Yeah,
it has to be for me.
If she's hanging out with wish-wash people.
Yeah, she's calling them wish-wash.
Yeah.
So, Claire, let's just refresh everybody's memory, too. You called us a number of years ago. We used to put you on the air, and usually you were pretty gunned by about 7:38 in the morning.
Yes.
You stopped drinking for a while, tried to get your stuff straight with your boyfriend, and then everything kind of fell apart, and now you're back on the drink.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. I know it's awful, but hey, you know what? Claire Bear time is, Claire and the alcohol.
You got at least another 2 to 3 years available to figure it out before you die of some kind of disorder.
Exactly. Hey, I got
time.
plenty of time.
Yeah.
3 years at max.
Are you? How's the weight? Are you keeping that up too, or?
Well, I've been eating.
You've been
quite a bit.
thinner, haven't you? You've been thinner.
I've been thinner.
How much do you weigh, Claire?
170. Maybe.
And she's like 5'2", right? 5'3"?
No, 5'1".
5'1", 170. Yeah. That's right.
not a good proportion.
No.
But hey.
Like, is it hard to do a sit-up? Could you do a sit-up right now?
No.
Give it a shot. Let's try a sit-up.
Yeah?
On the phone, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Get down on the ground there.
Get on the ground. Bitch, get on the ground. Sorry, pardon my language. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. Nope, I can't do it.
Well, you tried.
I did.
Try one more. Try one more.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nope. Not working.
Try a push-up.
Yeah, push up.
Are you nuts? Yeah. Come on. She can't even do a sit-up. She's not going to do a push-up. All right, try a push-up. Just put the phone in front of you. I want to hear this.
Okay, hold on.
Here we go. Claire's going to try a push-up.
Okay, you're on speaker.
Yep.
1 sec. Okay, going down. Half. Oh, no, I can't do it. I fell down. Oh, no. Baby, don't
Atta girl, Claire. Atta girl.
The best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
Hey, Hitler's running for office in India.
You got to be kidding me.
No. Seeking re-election, Adolf Lou Hitler R. Marak of the Indian National Congress. One of many candidates with colorful names starting to run for election. The region known for its odd Western-inspired names. Historian Amanda Passa told a newspaper it stems from people thinking, hey, the West is way cooler than the East, man.
And they went with Hitler?
Yeah. That's still not the West. I mean, it's west of them.
Yeah.
The result of fascination, anything Western or European of their parents. Other candidates include Frankenstein Momen.
Really? Frankenstein's running.
Highlander Karamalaki. Field Marshal Wapahasing.
Field Marshal. It's his actual first
These are
name.
names. Moonlight Parayat. Jim with an H. Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. Hilarious Dakar. Righteous and Sangma. Righteous. And Billy the Kid Sangma. What is Sangma? As for Hitler, India's Jewish community leaders have called on him to change his name. What can be done now? My parents chose this name 54 years ago, he told a local newspaper. These parents are a-holes.
No, it's so mean. It's like naming your kid Drake.
Yeah, worse. Okay. That's way worse. Oh, he's going to be a dick too, eh? the best. No, it makes me laugh. And happened in at BC. You remember the video? The junior ice hockey coach tripped a couple of kids on the opposing team, broke one of the kids' wrists.
Yeah.
And guy's name's Martin Tremblay now. He's going to jail for 15 days after admitting he purposely tripped a 13-year-old hockey player. It's funny because originally he was doing the old not guilty thing, and then the video of it was all over the internet. And if you watch it, I'm going to put it on my blog and tweet it for you later on today. If you watch a video, it's very funny. He goes through the whole lineup, trips the kid. 2 kids fall. 1 kid breaks his wrist. Then he starts giving people the finger. So I would say that maybe guilt is implied.
You think?
And pointing to the kid as he fell down and laughing at him. In June of last year, Tremblay was a volunteer coach for the UBC Hornets Pee Wee hockey team. They played against the Richmond Steel British Columbia team. Hornets, they were winning. That was his team. That didn't prevent the 48-year-old from venting on a 13-year-old. At the end of the match, the 2 teams line up for the traditional post-match handshake. Amateur video captured Dickhead intentionally tripping a 13-year-old. Crowd booed, started pointing at the boy aggressively as he laid on the ice. According to witnesses, he was mocking the boy throughout the whole game, insulting his skating, calling him twinkle toes. Later in the locker room, he admitted he intentionally tripped the boy, who ended up injuring his wrist and had to wear a cast because it was broken. This is where the story gets fun. After pleading guilty to 1 count of assault, prosecutors asked him to be placed under house arrest. Defense asked for a suspended sentence. The Judge Patrick denied them both, describing the attack as a cowardly sucker punch to an unsuspecting child. Society will not tolerate the assault of children by adults. He hopes that sticking Tremblay with some jail time will send a message. His defense team said it's way too harsh. Quote, he lost his wife. He lost a number of construction contracts. He's rebuilding his life after the incident. He's paid a heavy price for all of his actions that day. He added that he will likely never coach hockey again, and it really hurts him. And he's been barred from Scouts Canada too.
Good. Broke the wrist of a 13-year-old kid.
He deserved it, probably. You know, sometimes kids are better hockey players than parents were when they were younger. It's funny too because they let anybody coach hockey.
Yeah. He had background checks on coaches.
They should. I know hockey coaches that have coke problems. I know hockey coaches that are just piss tanks. All over the place. It's amazing. It truly is amazing. That swear at kids, yell at kids, treat kids like crap. This was a good one, though. The video is hilarious because he goes through and he intentionally trips the kid and then points at him and starts laughing at him. Like, if that's not a super a-hole, I don't know what is. Yeah.
There's a lot of people have iPhones these days, fella.
Yeah, everybody did. Everybody taped the whole thing, and then people started throwing stuff at him on the ice, and he was giving it some of this, like a little bit, giving him the finger, telling people to F off, and that's a guy with some major troubles.
You'll get his.
Oh, I know. 15 days in jail. I hope someone trips him face first and then props him up a little bit and slowly pulls down his pants.
He'll find his new wife.
Hope they break more than his wrist.
Oh, yeah.
Those are your Edge Files, whatever the hell day it is in March year 2013.
The Edge Files on 102.1 The Edge.
Best of. Get your best of right here. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
So I went to the auto show yesterday, so we got this going for us. Now, this is a yearly bit, sort of like going to the X, where Todd goes and talks to carnies, does some math, interviews people about dental hygiene. What do we have today, Todd?
Oh, more of the same. We do basically this yearly thing, like you said, that in my opinion never tires. Get it?
What's the question? What's the question?
Well, I go up to people, and mostly women, and say, "You ought to show me your boobies."
It's time on the street. You ought to show me your boobies.
Well, here at the auto show, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
What's your favorite thing about the auto show?
Oh, come on, you get to drool over these Mercedes and BMWs that you can't afford, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Awesome.
You're excited.
Yes, I am very excited.
And you auto show me your boobies.
Yes. Not now, though.
Oh.
Maybe later.
I like this. All right.
Later on, yeah.
And you gave me a fuel consumption guide here. I'll make sure to provide you with lots of fuel.
All right, don't do it now. I don't want everybody to see.
The budget's pretty good, too. Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, I can't answer it.
Oh, you can't?
Can I bring you over to someone to talk to?
Okay, even a simple question. You auto show me your boobies?
Pardon?
Yeah, you auto show me your boobies?
Sorry, I can bring you over to manager.
Oh, well, we're okay for now. Thank you so much. It didn't go so well. What's your name, ma'am?
Christine.
And you're really enjoying yourself here?
It's a fantastic
Good.
show.
And you auto show me your boobies.
What?
You ought to show me your boobies.
I can't. I'm married. But, if I wasn't, I'd be all over it. I totally Mardi Gras you.
Sweet.
Where are my beads?
Beads or seeds?
Beads.
Oh, okay. What you doing here?
Just wiping the cars down, looking after them, make sure they're clean from the fingerprints.
You ought to show me your boobies.
No.
No?
No.
Can I clean the boobies?
No.
Don't you want to clean my boobies?
Sure.
Okay, they need it. Okay. Okay. And if I ask your wife there? Yeah, sure. Enjoying the auto show so far?
Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about it so far?
The cars.
And you're happily married?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're
47 years.
Wow, and you auto show me your boobies.
What is that? What is that?
3 more years till 50, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Congrats to both of you. You have a very nice smile.
Thank you very much.
Good, and you auto show me your boobies.
No, maybe later.
Oh, I like that one. All right.
Birthday.
Okay. We're here at the auto show, and your name is?
Stella.
Stella. Ola. Come on.
Quack, quack, quack.
You auto show me your boobies.
Not so much right now, no?
Maybe another time.
You should ask someone else, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone in mind?
That dude.
Okay.
123 horsepower, and when it comes to
What do you think?
economy. No, we only have testing in the United States.
What do you think?
U.S. numbers to share with you, but it's coming at 35 miles an hour. Now, we also have a ton of awards. So starting off, we have our...
Sorry. Okay. I made her laugh.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Can I interview you? We're just having fun.
We don't do any live interviews.
You don't do any live interviews? You ought to show me your boobies. Thank you.
I'm really enjoying this auto show.
Is that your wife there?
Hey, I'm 75 now. You can try haggling with these guys, but they don't come down in their prices.
Not like the old days.
No.
You ought to show me your man boobies.
Hey, I got one of these stickers. I hope somebody sees me. I want to win a prize.
You ought to show me your wife's boobies.
Yeah, and you can kick the tires.
Who's here with you?
I have my dad and my uncle and my brother.
You have a very pretty smile.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and you ought to show me your boobies.
No way, yeah.
What's that?
Kind of inappropriate.
What's that?
That's kind of inappropriate, don't you think?
Who's that?
That's my sister, man.
Well, I mean, she's got pretty. Anyway, she's got pretty good boobs. Okay. You ought to show me your boobies. Enjoy your burger.
Thanks.
Hi. How are you guys doing? How's your hot dog?
It's good.
Yeah. You see any cars you like?
Corvette.
You're enjoying yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. And you ought to show me your boobies.
No.
Oh, no. Okay. Enjoy your hot dog, sir. Okay. Hi. Do you love the Volvo?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like the blue Volvo?
Yeah, that's one cool too.
Yeah. I've never seen a blue Volvo before. You?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I've seen a blue waffle before. A blue waffle.
No.
Big? It's big Volvo?
No, not really big.
It's spacious, though. Spacious Volvo.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you been inside with the heat? Is it a warm Volvo?
Yes.
Yeah. When it rains, I guess would it be a wet Volvo? Yeah. And it's very clean, though. Very, very clean. It's a clean Volvo, isn't it?
Yes. Comfortable,
Yeah.
very nice design, yeah.
I love a Volvo design. Have you ever been in a dirty Volvo? Like, an old one, an old used one? An old used Volvo?
I don't have a used one, no.
No.
Yeah.
Just brand new.
Yeah, brand new one.
Brand new Volvo. Okay, hope you enjoy and your husband enjoys the Volvo.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. And the blue Volvo, I'm telling you, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool too.
Okay, thank you.
It's Todd on the street. You want to show me your boobies?
The biggest and the best. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on the Edge.
Piers Morgan and Alex Jones last night. Alex Jones is wacky gun activist and whatever. Second Amendment, I think, is the right to bear arms. Is that correct?
Yeah, basically.
He's like this Second Amendment activist. He's a freak.
Okay, I'm kind of just going to start at any point here, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm going to, because I know it gets heated a couple minutes into it.
Okay, have a listen. This is Alex Jones on Piers Morgan last night, because Piers is taking a stand on gun control, which is great.
Death with an iron rod 4 feet long. You can't ban the iron rods. The guns, the iron rods, Piers, didn't do it. The tyrants did it. Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. Doesn't matter how many lemmings you get out there on the street begging for them to have their guns taken. We will not relinquish them. Do you understand? That's why you're going to fail, and the establishment knows no matter how much propaganda, the Republic will rise again when you attempt to take our guns. My family in the Texas Revolution against Santa Anna, my family was at the core on both sides starting that because Santa Anna came to take the guns at Gonzales, Texas. Piers, don't try what your ancestors did before. Why don't you come to America? I'll take you out shooting. You can become an American and join the Republic.
You finished?
Yes, I am finished. You will not take my right. You go through background checks to get guns. How about Prozac? You know the number one. Oh, that's the big sponsor, isn't it? Or that whole class of drugs.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, whoa, got to cut that off, don't you? Don't want to talk about the U.S. number one cause of death is suicide now because they give people suicide mass murder pills.
Calm down.
So you could tell, and what you don't know, folks, is at the end of this, he apologizes because he says no, he didn't.
No.
At the end of this, he really calms down and sees the lighter side. No, he doesn't.
No chance. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll have audio for you. He's insane.
But again, well spoken. That's what's scary. He makes his point. I mean, he's a good debater.
He should read kids' books like that.
He probably does.
Good night, Moon. Hi, The Edge.
Hey, how's that guy crazy, man? That guy's not crazy.
Alex Jones?
Yeah, that's pretty legit, bro. It sounds exactly like what's happening.
What's legit?
They're taking
I can't wait for this. So sorry. Go ahead, bud. What's legit? This guy screaming and yelling that guns don't hurt people. People hurt people.
Of course. People hurt.
You believe that?
You don't agree with that?
I believe if there were no guns. See, this is the thing, and Piers said it last night on the show. In England, they don't allow people to carry firearms, not even the police. Certain SWAT teams can, but that's it. They had 35. They had 35 murders by gun last year.
And what? 11,
roughly the same amount of population, closer to 12,000 in the States. So and they're roughly the same group of morons in each country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the proof's in the stats, dude. Like I'm all for people having all kinds of freedom, but not with guns.
It's a hard thing to really sit here and say one way or the other because I know a couple guys who own guns and they're very responsible gun owners and they use them for certain reasons to hunt and stuff. And unfortunately, I can kind of understand that. But then, wouldn't these guys who do own the guns say, "Listen, you know what? There is a big problem here. So let's just give them all back." Because do we really need them at this point?
Yeah, I don't know many 19-year-olds that need AK-47s in a suburban neighborhood. Do you?
No.
Yeah.
But I think what Alex, his big thing is all that NWO stuff, right?
Oh, he's an idiot, though, dude. I know it is, and he's just such a moron. He's a moron of epic proportions. And then when he gets asked questions, and you heard it in the Piers Morgan interview, he gets asked questions, he'll never answer them because he doesn't want to have debate. He just wants to ram whatever gun-related policy down people's throat and just be a giant jackass.
Do you think his family ever wore hoods in the day?
Yeah, hoods. Maybe they with little holes in the eyes.
Yeah, those type of hoods.
Maybe they dragged around 2 chunks of wood stapled together in the middle.
Oh, just above the middle.
I think they ever wore hoods. I think he still wears a hood.
Probably.
At the edge.
Hey, buddy, I got a little double doser for you.
Okay.
With Alex Jones, he's pretty weird character. I saw something he did about Bohemian Grove, about world leaders going to some park in California.
Yeah, he's
running around naked and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's retarded. He makes I would say he makes probably 95% of the stuff that he says up.
Yeah. It's pretty amusing, though.
Oh, it's awesome. You got to hear this guy go nuts. You're playing again. This guy goes absolutely ape crap. And he doesn't have anything to say. That's the thing. He just keeps getting angry at Piers Morgan because he's British. Go ahead.
Your
Yeah,
answer is
oh,
give more
yeah.
money to the psychiatrists and psychologists to
Let's-
put more crazy people on drugs that make them kill people, Piers.
Let's try and have a debate here.
Yeah.
Answer me this question.
I'm sick of the same old script here, bud.
It's fine, bud. How many gun murders were there in America last year? Do you know?
There were about 11,458, and about 74% of those were gang-related, gangbangers shooting each other. You get 3,500 to 4,000.
That wasn't the
How
question.
many people died from infections in hospitals?
Can I
197,000.
just ask you something?
That's right.
How many gun murders were there in Britain?
How many great white sharks?
How many?
Kill people every year, but they're scared to swim.
The best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
Pennsylvania man found himself in a bit of a pickle after calling 911 9 times in one night in an effort to get someone to deliver him a cheeseburger.
Makes sense.
Hello, 911. Ambulance, police, or fire? Yeah, McDonald's. Greg Jackson placed the calls over a course of 90 minutes. He was hungry last Friday night. Rather than get his burger craving satisfied, he was actually taken to jail. Deputies came by his home and grabbed him. Said, oh, by the way, you got a warrant out for your arrest for blowing off a court date a couple years ago.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Should have just gone to drive-through.
That's the best. Guy in Sweden was banned from city buses because he smells so bad.
Yeah, they should do more of that.
Good. Big time.
Yeah.
You ever stood next to someone that just reeks? Oh. We had, I don't want to be a jerk, but it was many, many years ago. We had someone here who terrible. I mean, just, you go, wow.
Oh, he was not good.
Oh, hot day in July.
And like I said, many years ago, and at one point we had to throw away a chair.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are also stains.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, this guy probably not far off. Awful body odor. The man whose name wasn't released received a personal visit from the Minister of Transportation in Sweden, saying drivers signed a petition saying they would no longer take him on the bus because he smelled like ass.
They're so nice over there, though, eh?
Yeah.
Like, at least they did it very officially.
Hello.
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you know you cannot go on the bus because you smell like crap. According to one of the drivers, he said, the guy named Goran Frick, he said, think of the worst odor you can imagine, then add 100%.
I know what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
I don't
Rosie
wanna add-
O'Donnell after camping for the weekend. Huh? She peels those things off, and you get a whiff.
Oh, she wore spandex the whole time camping?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And garbage bags. Rosie O trout pants. Garbage
Kept it in.
Rosie O garbage. In Iowa, a guy was stealing some lingerie and he got caught because he forgot he had his entire name tattooed on the back of his neck. It was a great idea, though. He walked into this place. His name's Jose Perales. Walked into this lingerie shop. He stole a whole bunch of stuff, stuffed him in his bags. He was wearing a wig and everything. Had a purse, dressed up like a woman. Wow. But on his neck, in big block letters, said Jose Perales.
Who is this guy they looked up?
Surveillance camera captured the distinctive body ink as well as images of him walking out in a dress, wig, a bag of other merchandise. They matched the tat to prior mugshots, went to his house where they found him dressed as a woman using the stolen property. That'll come in handy in jail.
He will be very popular. Everyone will know his name in jail for sure.
I get something to read while I'm doing it. Your name. And in California, father left his 2-year-old daughter in his truck for 7 hours while he went into a strip club and partied. He's now facing child endangerment charges after the girl was discovered by authorities asleep after several 911 calls. When police finally arrived at 7557 Club, they found the dude passed out with the kid in the back seat of the truck playing with the dad's cell phone.
Better than bringing him in the strip joint,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I guess I don't know.
He's not the worst
Who
father.
knows? Yeah.
Left him with a phone.
Yeah.
Kid was sleeping most of the time.
Yeah. Listen, I'm too wasted to drive, so That's what he told the cops anyway. They said, you can't bring your kid. And how long is your kid in here for? He's like, I don't know, 6 hours. You're not allowed to do that. He's like, well, I wasn't leaving her home with the mom. She's crazy. Very irresponsible.
Is that part of the story? Yeah, it is. No.
Those are your Edge Files. I get them. I sort of understand. Those are your Edge Files, whatever the hell day it is in March, year 2013.
The Edge Files on 102.1 The Edge.
This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
February 2013, Pope Benedict XVI resigns. The world is shocked, but that was just the beginning. Before he resigns, he changes the rules on how the next pope will be picked. No more secret ballots, no more smoke signals. It's time to find a new pope, 21st century style. Get ready, Catholics. This is Pope Idol. I wanna stay in the spotlight. I wanna stay in the spotlight. Historic Vatican City. Only days ago, the usual stoic center of the Catholic Church. But today, it's a sea of red as Catholic cardinals from all over the world are here at their de facto Mecca, trying to become their faith's next pope. Which one of you cardinals is going to be pope? The iconic Sistine Chapel sets the stage, with Michelangelo's paintings looking on. A panel of 4 high-ranking cardinals, led by former Pope Benedict, are ready to give an audience to every wannabe papal participant. The proceedings, however, get off to a unusual start.
Hello. Hi, my name is Samantha Savoy. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I think I have what it takes to be the next pope.
I'm afraid the women can't be popes.
What? What kind of backward religion is this?
Things didn't get much better.
Good God.
Then there were these guys.
Please state your name.
I am Jesus! Jesus. Jesus Christ. Savior Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ?
Jesus.
You're Jesus too?
No, actually, my name is Thomas. I just stubbed my toe.
The panel began to show early signs of frustration.
I was thinking it would be better.
Benedict is so negative.
Little did they know, their fortunes were about to change in the person of Cardinal Mark Ouellet.
Hello, bonjour, je m'appelle Cardinal Mark Ouellet. I think I have what it takes to be the next pope.
At the spry age of 69, Cardinal Ouellet is a fixture in Vatican City. And though he spent most of his life in South America and Europe, he still cherishes his Canadian roots.
I was born in a small town called Lamotte, Quebec. I love hockey, poutine, and of course complaining about the English.
And what would one of these profiles be without some sort of life-altering past tragedy? For Cardinal Ouellet, it was the loss of his childhood friend.
The logging truck came and my doggy Fido did not see it. And though it happened when I was 8, he's still here with me. Fido, when I go into the Sistine Chapel, it will be for you. Cardinal Ouellet, it is nice to see you again.
Bonjour, mes amis.
Let's start with maybe you telling us about some of the crazy things you may have seen or not have seen behind closed doors here at the Vatican during your tenure. Spill the beans. You have nothing to say. You're going to St. Peter's,
The first golden parchment of Pope Idol goes to Cardinal Mark Ouellet, and he's a little bit happy. I did it. Next time on Pope Idol, the rest of the gold parchments are handed out, and the winners are split into 2 competing teams.
The Team Mary versus Team Joseph.
Each with a task they must complete before Good Friday. And it doesn't take long for tempers to flare.
Am I the only cardinal that knows how to cook a hot dog?
That's next time on Pope Idol.
Oh, well. Looks like Dean left a note here. Play these best ofs while we're gone, you stupid I think we all get the point. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Key component, prime time. I'm going to start calling him prime time. Rick Mercer joins us, everybody.
Hello.
The Mercer Report.
It's great to be here.
Tonight.
Yes.
What's on tonight? What do you got
tonight? I am all over the place tonight. It's pan-Canadian. I go to Meductic, New Brunswick, which is a tiny little village in New Brunswick of about 250 people. Mm-hmm. I go with Sean Dalton, the drummer from the Trews. So we journey to Meductic, where the Sabian cymbal factory is. Now, for any of you rock and roll aficionados, they make the best cymbals in the world, right? Neil Peart plays them, right? All the jazz greats played Sabian, and we go there. We're given a hunk of alloy, and it's like, remember on Sesame Street when they would teach you like how crayons are made? It's like that, except how cymbals are made with the swearing Newfoundlander, and we build cymbals. Then I go to Fredericton and I go on stage and play drums with the Trews.
Do you know how to play drums?
No, but it's a solid rock and roll tune, so I kind of handled it.
Oh, you did? You actually?
Cool. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Did you keep time and everything?
The whole drum kit, we played Not Ready to Go by the Trews, which is, a great tune, right? And it was great. And it was like screaming girls. It was like being in a rock band. I've never been in a rock band, and let alone a rock band with a crowd, right? And now the girls are never screaming for the drummer, but still, you get to think that they are because they're screaming.
Was it weird? Because being a celebrity yourself and one of Canada's foremost celebrities and entertainers, and then you get on stage, it's a totally different gas, isn't it? Like when the people scream, it's a bit of a rush.
Well, and what we did was we rolled me out. So it was a secret, right? They just started the boom-ba-da-boom-ba-da-boom-ba-da-boom, the top, and I was playing the boom-ba-da-boom-ba-da-boom-ba-dee. See that? I got the boom-ba-da-boom-ba-da-boom-ba-dee down. And they rolled me out on a riser, we couldn't get any pyro last minute.
No pyro?
People smoking fire rules and everything. But and then we blow it up and we do the tune. It was great.
What did you wear? Did you dress in rock star attire?
I wore my best rock shirt, which is a T-shirt from the Detroit Diner up on the Danforth.
Yeah.
And it's got one of their logos is like a pair of like brass knuckles with big, Yeah.
You looked badass.
I looked badass. I looked like a middle-aged badass rocker in a too tight T-shirt. That's what I looked like. Yeah, but I left the suit at home. Yeah,
so you do that,
and I slapped the sticks together. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you really?
Oh, I did all the moves.
Did you like it? I mean, as far as
yes,
was it a rush? That's what I'm saying.
No, it was one of the. I get to do a lot of stuff that give you a rush. Like later on the show, I go snowboarding on the prairies because the mountains are now obsolete. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. That's a rush, but I've never wanted to be a snowboarder, right? Yeah. Whereas I always, in my brain, when I was a kid, wanted to be a drummer.
Did you really?
Yeah, I took a couple of lessons when I was like 9. So then I played drums twice as an adult, once with Neil Peart and once with the Trews.
Wow.
So that's not bad. My drumming career is actually pretty phenomenal.
It's good on the resume, for sure.
Like I played with Neil Peart, and I got emails like from South America. Oh my God, you met Neil Peart, because of course he's a god. To so
total
many people.
god.
They worship him.
They say that Neil. This is of course the drummer from Rush, Neil Peart. They say he is the most widely regarded as currently the best drummer to ever grab the sticks.
Yeah, absolutely. And so. And you do anything with those guys, it goes all over the planet, right? On YouTube and everything else. And all these like fanatic Neil Peart fans come out of the woodwork.
Tell us about the which I find interesting, snowboarding on the prairies. I've lived there.
The mountain is now obsolete.
Why?
Because they got this. Well, it's not totally obsolete.
Did you go to Blackstrap? Is that where you were?
No. It's right on the outskirts of Winnipeg, in old flat Winnipeg, and they built this giant there, and they do wakeboarding with this huge cable system that pulls you around, right? So now they've adapted it to snowboarding. So you hold on to like a handle that's like if you're water skiing.
Yeah.
It's just like water skiing, except it's on the prairies in the winter and you're on a snowboard. And Buddy pushes the button, the stoner there, and he pushes, you go, and then this kid goes, okay, and he pushes the button, and then this thing takes off at 40 miles an hour, and you hold on and shoot across the prairies.
40 miles an hour? Can you go on skis too?
You can't do it on skis.
Just a snowboard?
Yeah, just on a snowboard. And I've never snowboarded. I've skied, but I've never...
Well, you can't go 40 if you've never snowboarded.
So they started me with 20.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then we moved up because I found it a bit faster. The faster you go, the easier it was. Because I had no control at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say I'm a skier, but I've skied. And when you ski, you're going forward, right? And the snowboarders, they're leading with the right hip, whereas if you're skiing, you're leading with the magic, right?
Sure, yeah.
It's all out front. I'm not used to having it off to the left, right? And then it was complicated. And you got to let go when you fall, and if you don't let go, then your face gets dragged.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But again, the learning curve, I kept like panicking and holding on.
Yeah.
Well, the faster you go, you don't want to let go.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
So you're just like an idiot. You get your face dragged across the ice.
Well, and when you wipe out doing 40 on the ice, it hurts way more than doing 40 downhill, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Because on a hill, you stop, in theory.
Are there any battle wounds from this episode? Or
I'm so sore now that we're back.
Yeah.
It's
really?
like, oh gosh, yeah.
What's that? Let me ask you something. Here's maybe a different question, because you do some pretty adventurous stuff.
Yeah.
What's the biggest injury sustained
I only hurt myself once. I tore my ACL and my MCL, but not enough to have surgery. But they were both torn.
Yeah.
And that hurt. And my leg. And this is embarrassing. It was a tobogganing accident. Literally. Like I was doing Canadian. This big ski thing, and I did the luge, and I did all this, and then there was like some kids had a toboggan run, and I got, I'll do that. And it was one of those injuries. Like as soon as you wiped out, I realized, oh my God, like I heard a rip in my knee, and my knee is. And I'm like, but it didn't make any sense because I just fell off a toboggan. But that's what happens when you reach 40. Suddenly, stuff that would never have hurt, starts to rip away.
Yeah. Has there been stuff you've said no to because you're worried?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of our ideas for the show come from communities of people say, hey, come do this with us. And there's a group of people out there that they do this sport where you stand on the back of a horse. And the horse walks around or trots around and goes around things.
That's
and I keep saying no.
Yeah.
I keep saying no. And then now they're insulted. They're like, well, you jumped out of a plane. Why won't you do this? It's like, I'm not standing on the back of a horse. I look at a horse and I think of Christopher Reeves. I'm not. No, that's not a joke.
We all do.
That's not a joke.
No.
I'm serious. Like, I'm thinking, I don't want to. And same with the show jumping. They say, go show jumping. It's safe. And I'm like, of course, what do I think? Yeah. I think of
Christopher Reeve.
Superman.
Not so much, though, eh?
No, and he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1, The Edge.